Hi everybody. So I wanted to do a video and talk about something that I've been trying to do for about 10 years. I've been really interested in having an out-of-body experience. But what's been holding me back is really the amount of effort that I've been putting in. See, I've been stuck in a rut where basically I'll get really excited about this topic and I'll try it a few nights for, a few days on the weekend, and it doesn't work, and then I give up. So I wanted to start vlogging about my attempts, and this is something I was going to do in the past as well, but ended up not doing it and giving up. Hopefully I am putting in enough effort this time, for that to be the deciding factor and helping me achieve an out-of-body state, which is something I'm really into. I really want to experience that. So, over in the corner, if you can see, actually I'm charging my 360 camera, but what it's sitting on is my vinyl record player, which is the only thing in the house other than the game consoles that will play CDs as well. And I'm about to work my way through the entire Gateway Hemi Sync program from the Monroe Institute, and I'm planning to vlog about that. I'm going to kind of take my time and try to experience that. I also have Journeys Out of Body, which is a Hemi Sync companion to some of the techniques in the Robert Monroe book, which I have. Now I have all of his books on Audible. I'm listening to those as well. And I thought I would get out my old books on astral projection and out-of-body experiences, and I'm going to show you what I have. I've bought some since then, but mostly on Kindle and Nook, so they're a digital version. I've read some of these cover to cover, and others I skipped right through to the techniques, so I'm going to go back through them, and I'm probably going to review them in the future. But anyway, so just in no particular order, this is Astral Projection, the Out-of-Body Experience by Osborne Phillips, plain and simple. It is a Llewellyn title, which is a publisher that tends to publish a lot of really new agey type stuff, but sometimes they have some decent books come out of that. This is an older book. This is Art and Practice of Astral Projection by Opal. It's a kind of a shorter manual. This is Soul Flight by Donald Tyson, Astral Projection and the Magical Universe. From what I read, what I remember reading, this is about the out-of-body experience across different cultures and kind of how they viewed it, but I'm going to have to go back through and read it again. It's been several years since I read this. This is a collaboration book called Mastering Astral Projection, 90-Day Guide to Out-of-Body Experiences by Robert Bruce and Brian Mercer. This actually included a software that had some brain entrainment, audio on it. I made a copy of the disc because I didn't want to lose the original disc, and I put the copy that I made in the book, and then I lost the original disc, so this is the copy of that. But Robert Bruce is kind of a pioneer in the field of modern projection techniques, and he's kind of a staple when it comes to this kind of thing. You'll hear his name thrown around a lot. Here is The Projection of the Astral Body by Sylvan Muldoon and Hereward Carrington. I suck at pronouncing names, FYI. It's a bit of an older title as well. So here's the first book of Astral Dynamics. This is the original. I've seen some alternative cover art as well, but this is the original edition. This is over 500 pages. It's quite thick. I really enjoyed this book. I've read it several times. Here's the newer version of Astral Dynamics, and they added some different illustrations, and they kind of condensed it a little bit, but this is good as well. It's a newer version. I think this was the 10-year anniversary edition. I forget. It's been a while since I read this version as well. This book is a little fluffy. It's a little on the new age side. It's called Naked Soul. It had some interesting comments about achieving the out-of-body state, so I thought I would mention it. I have a lot of new age books that will dedicate a chapter to it, but this is the books that I have that are strictly on this subject. Astral Projection for Beginners by Elaine McCoy. There's that. As I said, I have some audiobooks I'm listening to as well, and I have some books on Kindle and on the Nook ecosystem. And I'm trying to take notes this time when I'm reading through books and watching. I get a little carried away with the highlighter. It's kind of one of my favorite colors. But yeah, I'm taking notes on different techniques to get out of body, and I'm experimenting with them. I got the sleep mask to help, so I can practice in the daytime and not be bothered by all the bright lights and such. But anyway, when I was younger, I started attempting to do this, and I got to the vibration stage, which was really intense, and it kind of scared me because I didn't know what was going on. So I definitely know that it's not just all a placebo or, you know, an imagination type experience. There's definitely something to it, and I really want to experience that, and I want to be able to experience these kind of trippy places naturally, if you know what I mean. So I'm putting forth a lot of effort into it. I think I'm going to be vlogging about my experience as I go through the gateway experience on Hemi Sync. I'm going to dedicate a few weeks or however long it takes to each disc before I move up. There is a document online that I found through another YouTuber who has a channel called Phase Evolution, and he put this document up that on his video that he found where someone else wrote that you could probably get out of body with only the introduction to Focus 10 Hemi Sync, which is like one of the first in the series, and then Focus 12, I believe. But it goes like to like 30 something discs and all that. So I'm going to be doing the Hemi Sync program. I'm going to be vlogging about it. I'm going to be practicing some techniques in these books. I'm also probably going to start doing some videos about dreams that I'm having. I'm taking some supplements, natural supplements, to help with that. And when you dream vlog, it tends to help with this kind of thing because it's a non-physical memory. And my dreams get really weird and interesting. And I'm already to the point that I'm waking up at like 4 in the morning naturally because I'm having these really crazy dreams and I'm recording them. And like last night, I woke up and wrote down almost 2,000 words of details about the dreams I had had. Also, I'm starting to get a better feel for dream sequence, so I'm starting to understand which dreams happened earlier in the night versus the most recent ones, which is progress. I've never been able to really differentiate that before. That's cool. So I'm going to be also talking about some attempts I'm making with just random techniques and some of my thoughts on those, because I'm trying to manifest this. I don't want to wait until I have an experience and then start talking about it, because it might not happen unless I actually actively start working on it and trying to connect with the YouTube community that's into this kind of thing. So that's all I have to say right now. I'm about to listen to Introduction to Focus 10, and I will hopefully see you guys in a video pretty soon. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye!